Good morning, it's Leslie at my 100-year-old home, and today I'm going to show you how I made these amazing paper flower poppies. I am so excited to share with you how easy it is to make these. First, I'm going to show you the materials I used, and all of these materials are from Joann, and they are mostly by the very creative and talented Leah Griffith. She has an amazing line of products that she uses to make her paper flowers, and I love them. So let's start out with her extra fine crepe paper. Now you can buy this in a kit, and once you've made a lot of flowers, this is what it looks like. But this is a better view of how the paper looks before you've opened it. So she has a really, really great collection here. Secondly, you need what are called her templates. Now I used the Poppy template, and this is a wonderful product. The little card inside, here's another one, has all of the directions and everything you need to make the poppies, which I absolutely love. Not to mention these great templates, which I used, and you'll see how I did that. All the links to buy these products are in my blog post, but these are also scissors of Leah's, and they're called fringe scissors, and let me show you why they're so great. Look at this. Instead of having to cut individually, you can go like that and fringe your crepe paper. I've got these scissors and tools. You need a hot glue gun. A low temperature one is best. These styrofoam balls, which are great. Then you need stem wire, and like I mentioned, there's links to all of these. You need floral tape, and then I did go to the art store and pick up some pan pastels, which are wonderful to use, and you'll see how I use that, and also some embossing powder. But that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, I used an orange Sharpie, and let's get started. So the first thing you have to do is cut out your templates, and on the back of the instructions, it clearly states that you need 10 of these petals. You need 2 of the leaves cut on the grain, and I'll explain to you what that is in a minute. Plus you need 1 of this little round green one, and then you need 1 for the stamen. I've now cut all my pieces, and I am ready to start making the flower. The first thing I'm going to do is pink the edge of this piece with my pinking shears. And then what I'm going to do is take this orange Sharpie and just color the end of it. It can be totally random, but I'm just adding some variation to this. All right, so I finished it, and now I'm going to use my fringing scissors and cut this down to about 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch from the bottom. See how much easier this is than cutting individual slats. And you just want to keep cutting that. Next, you want to twist each one of these. So you have to wet your fingers and just go through here and twist each one individually, and it's going to be so lifelike, you're not going to believe it. Just keep wetting your fingers because it works so much easier. Next, I'm taking my wire stem, I'm going to bend this over and press it like that, and then put a hole in my styrofoam ball. Of course, secure it with lots of hot glue. Place this in here. It'll be nice and secure. And then once that's drying, I'm going to take this piece here and stretch it out with the grain, and then cover my ball. Now, I think the ball I'm using might be a little large. It doesn't quite cover, but that does not matter, and you'll see why. Put some glue on here, stretch this, and just keep continuing it over that way. There are a lot of different ways to make the punched flower center right here. Leah sells actually a punch that you can buy that'll cut out a perfect center. I have not purchased that yet, and I really need to get it, but I'm going to go ahead and do something else. I've also seen people draw a center on the flower, but I'm going to use my hot glue gun and kind of do this crossover diagonal thing with the glue. And it's not going to be perfect by any means, but I do like the way this looks. And then I have this embossing powder here. I just mixed some yellow and some orange. And I'm going to put this in the embossing powder. And voila, there it is. Next, I'm going to attach this to the ball on my stem. So I'm going to start out with some glue on the end of here. And I'm going to put this about right here and just continue on with more glue. Fold this like that. And just kind of go all the way down. And I mentioned a low temp glue gun is pretty important because then you don't burn your fingers. But if you have a regular one, just be, whoops, a little more cautious. And then here. And you can see, look at that. How incredible and realistic is that? Next, I'm going to prepare my petals. And I really like using the pan pastels. So what you want to do first off is stretch the petal in the middle like this. It gives it that natural curve. And then along the top, you want to kind of twist it to give it kind of that finished petal look, kind of the crinkled edge. Okay, then I'm using pearlescent red and orange pan pastels. And watch what happens when you do this. I'm going to do both sides. And then on the inside of this petal, I'll go down here. And it just gives it kind of that natural coloring that you'll find in a poppy. And I'll even put a little bit more in here. But look at the difference. See? It's pretty remarkable. My petals are done, and they came out great. It wasn't hard to do, but you can get all over your fingers, so be careful. And now I'm going to attach them to my stem, and all you do is put some glue down here, and I'm going to put them right about there. And then just get another petal. Add more glue. And then what you want to do is come about halfway around from the previous one and go like that. Go halfway around again. And then you're just going to continue going around with the glue. And you can see it's starting to look great. I'm using a thinner piece of wire to put these leaves together. And I'm going to start out with some glue right along here. Quickly put the wire there and then cover it up. Put a little bit more glue on here and cover it up with the other side of the leaf. See if we can get that straighter. Much better. We'll just pull this glue off. Excellent. So there's the leaf, and I'm just going to cut this piece off here because all we're going to do is attach it to our flower. I'll bend down a little bit like that and probably attach it about right there. Now I'm going to show you a little trick I came up with. If when you're trying to put your floral tape on the end, it doesn't want to stay here, I'm going to make a piece instead to put on, I have glue all over my fingers, to put on here just to finish it off. All I'm doing is cutting this piece here, and I'll show you how this is going to work. So I put glue around the edge of the flower, and then I'm going to add this piece and kind of stretch it. Get some more glue on here. But see how it's finishing off that underneath side? And I could just pull that off there. A little more tape. Whoops, got glue and paper stuck to my fingers and everywhere else. Okay, and see how it finished that off so much nicer? Now I can add the floral tape and my leaf and I'll be done. All right, so we'll start with some glue here. Now I stretched my floral tape to activate the glue on the tape. So you pre-stretch it. Oh, this is so much better. Then I'm going to get my leaf here and wrap it around here. Then all you need to do is just go all the way down. Be sure to keep pulling on the tape like that and just keep twisting it until you get all the way to the bottom and then glue it to attach it. And here's the finished flower. It looks gorgeous. You can see we have our leaf down here. The stem's all done, and I'll add it to my bouquet.